This is Yosef Bruer with ESFIworld.com, and I'm here at the GSL for day number 3, and I'm sitting with KawaiiRice. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Well, actually, I'm not doing good since I lost to Violet, but you know, I did okay, I guess.
Well, let's talk about MLG first. You dropped early at Open Winners Round 1 to Fnatic by all, but still made it all the way through the losers bracket to Open Losers Round 6, but lost to Infinity 7's Crazy Moving. How was fighting and preparing for a grueling tournament like MLG compared to your preparations coming into GESL this weekend?
When I prepare for MLG, usually I just ladder, 'cause obviously you don't know who you're gonna go up against, compared to other tournaments where you do know like approximately the players going who you can expect to play, but when you go to MLG, like there's so many people and you don't really know who you're gonna get. So I just laddered to prepare for MLG, and I was expecting to lose to Zerg there because Zerg is really broken right now,
Yeah.
and I lost to two Zergs at MLG and two more Zergs at WCS. It was really disappointing.
What do you think is your biggest problem with versus Zerg right now? Do you think it's just with the patches recently, or do you feel it's just your play overall? Has it always been the way it is against Zerg? Or
I felt like I played weirdly well at MLG against the Zergs, but still, like, I feel like I need to practice late game TVZ a lot more, and also the patch recently made it so that Zergs can reach late game a lot faster than Terran, and they just build up bank a lot faster than they should, and it's just like everything just got accelerated because of the patch, and all we can do is like coin flip in order to try and get some advantage, but Zerg can scout everything really easily, so it's really tough for Terran right now.
all right, well, MLG was obviously last week along with WCS, but let's talk about this week at GESL. Yesterday, you successfully made it into the championship Sunday by going 3-2 in your group after starting off a little bumpy, going 0-2. How are you feeling going to your games against Empire Violet today after having such a great day yesterday?
I expected to do a lot better than I did against Violet, because I was starting to get a little bit more confidence in TVZ, especially since my friend Everise was telling me that, oh, TVZ is actually winnable for me now. I'm going like 10-0 in ladder. I'm like, whoa, damn. But yeah, it's been sort of rough for me to practice because for the past 2 weeks, I've been going to LANs and I haven't had too much time to train at home. I went to CSL and then MLG after that, and then I stayed here since MLG to wait for GIGABYTE, and I've been at Zeros' house. But since I'm not at home, it's harder for me to train, and I was definitely underprepared coming to this tournament.
Yeah. Well, you lost 10-2 in the series. Can you tell me a little bit about those games, and what do you think led to your loss overall, other than just not practicing as much as you would like to, not being at home?
Game 1, I died to a Roche Sling all-in when I was doing Rax Expand into a Banshee into a fast third, and it's sort of like a build order win for him, but also I didn't bunker up properly. Like, I had 3 bunkers at my natural, but I didn't have a bunker at my wall, which had a depot wall, and so it was like he just steamrolled me because he had like 50 more units than me. And then game 2, I had a special build prepared for that game, which was like a +1 Marine Blue Flame Hellion attack, except I put my barracks at my wall on Antigua Shipyard, and then he saw it, so he just threw like 6 banelings at it, blew up my stim, so my timing got destroyed, and then I was like, oh, what do I do? And then I lost.
Yeah. Well, how are you feeling overall about your results this weekend, knowing that you didn't come as prepared as you would like to have been?
I feel like playing at bigger tournaments like this and MLG and stuff, I play better than I usually play at home, like in practice. It's really weird, but like usually I just get destroyed in like TVT, just in ladder. I'm really bad at TVT actually. I was considering playing Zerg versus Terran a while back since the patch because it's so easy, but I did really, really well against the first 2 Koreans I played in my group, which was Ryung and Clyde. I actually had a huge advantage game 1 against Young, which was like 37-minute game, I think. And then I threw that, and then game 2 was like a 44-minute game, which I held as Cloak Banshee going 1 max expand, and I lost like 1 SCV, and then I still lost because I'm really bad. But then afterwards, like, I went 3-2 in my group, and against Beastie Cutie, I didn't expect to win because I knew he had a lot more practice than me at late game TVT, but somehow I was able to edge out a win. So I feel like I play better at tournaments, and I'm eager to get back home and start practicing because I feel like I've latched onto something. Like, I feel like I have the potential to become a lot better player than I am right now.
Nice. Well, like you said, you feel like you play better at the bigger tournaments, but how do you feel about smaller campus / like the homely land style events as opposed to IPL and like MLG? What are some of the positive and negatives for you? If you just had to name a few off the top of your head, like I guess like format-wise, maybe how you like prepare yourself, how it is just eventually coming into your games, how people like come to you for your games, anything like that. Does it seem a little bit easier or harder for you?
The setting's a lot more casual for sure. Like, all the pros are just in the player area, I guess, and we all have our own computers. So it's not like we're getting called to a station at like MLG. So it's definitely a bit more casual, more friendly, and we can like talk together. But the one thing I didn't like about this tournament was like all this secrecy of like the players and the groups and stuff. Like, I don't understand why I found out my group like the day of the tournament. It made like no sense at all. It was really stupid. Other than that, in terms of like the location, I guess it's the same to me, to be honest. Like, I'm not walking around looking at all the classrooms or anything.
Right.
Actually, this place has like Time Crisis 3. I played that for like an hour at least. That was pretty fun. So I guess this is definitely better than MLG.
Well, how have things been going for you on Team Light? Have you guys been doing any team practices lately, and who do you normally practice with to prepare for events like this or even any other events?
In Team Light, well, usually, personally, I practice mostly through ladder. Everyone sort of has their own different style to practice, and usually when I practice, I ladder a lot, and then if I find that I'm losing a lot to like a particular race or some specific strategy, then I try to find people to custom against and work on that specific weakness. And then like if I'm going into a tournament where I know who I'm going to play against or who I might play against, I might work on that specific matchup as well, just custom games with friends.
Okay, cool. Well, now that the tournament is over for you, what's the next event we can expect to see you at?
I'm not sure yet. Everything's pretty far off, but I know for sure I'm going to the next MLG.
Nice. You can go home and get some few months of practice in before Raleigh then.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you very much for the interview, man. Do you want to give any shout-outs to anybody?
Yeah, shout-outs to my sponsors, TT Esports, Sixpool Gaming, and Duran Parsi. Thank you for having the interview with me, and yeah, thanks for watching.
Thank you.